What's up, guys? My name is Khan, and we're back today with more Zeepkist. Today, we're back with a brand new level. This is one of my first V16 levels that I ever built, and this is a concept that I wanted to do as soon as I found out there were trains and logic, and it's called Get the Train to the Station. Really simply, we have this train here on this track, and you'll notice there is a mess of track, and of course, there is a station here. Now, the beauty with this new update is, of course, we have paragliders, so we start at the top here, and for the entire duration of this map, we're actually flying. There's only one checkpoint, and that's right before the station. So what we have to do is guide the train. Now you'll notice there's always a long and a short path at every single point. And you'll see right now that the paths are sort of intertwined, but in fact, these are two different logic gates. So you can see one of them here is a logic gate for this straight piece. The other one is a logic gate for the curved S-bend piece. And that's what makes our train switches. There's also a train switch logic gate piece that we can use that just is basically one of these that mirrors back and forth. But I like this kind of switch better because, you know, they're closer together and it's sort of more realistic to what a train switch is. It's like one straight line and one curved line, but we could do a Y switch. We could also do a three-way switch, technically, if we think about it. But you'll see here, one of them is on a flip-flop inverted, and one of them is on a flip-flop latch, and both of their trigger points are this green square, and they're both overlapping. So what that means is when we start in the level, this is so cool. I love this update so much. You have no idea. But when you start in the level, you'll see we start in, we fly down, and of course our train is already moving. And if we are flying as our little Zape flyer here, and you can see only the switch is one way, but if we fly through this, you can see it flicks the switch over and it changes the track. And then of course we can do that again here, and it flicks that switch, and boom, done. And now the train is gonna go down that shorter route instead of the longer route. And of course it'll get to the station quicker. So that's the basic principle. This map is really complicated. I love it. I have a runway here as well. There's Omni boosters built into this runway. You can't really tell, but if you come in for a touch and go, you'll actually pick up some speed and take off again in case you're like finding that you're flying low on speed. And then of course the station is really the coolest part. We got this kill zone here because the finish is in the station. So if a player tries to fly through this this gate here for the train, they'll actually die. But you'll notice there's this like gate here. This is actually an AND gate. Logic, guys. Like as soon as you knew I was gonna go crazy with the logic as soon as we got logic in this game. You had to know it was coming. So anyway, we've got these AND gates here. So once the train is parked into the station, it'll trigger this side of the AND gate, and then you, the player, trigger this other side of the AND gate, which of course, I know exactly what you're thinking. Well, what does that do? Well, that actually deletes this platform here, which holds this hay bale, and that hay bale on this platform then triggers this thing to disappear, which then triggers that. Right, which is what causes this wall to disappear. Once this wall has disappeared, this is completely open, and then you can fly through this checkpoint and up into the finish and complete the level. So you have to get the train to the station first to complete the level. But no, there's more. You thought that was it. No, I went hard. This level goes hard. So the first one, obviously, I showed you really simple. You just gotta flick this switch and flick this switch, and you'll get the train on the shorter track, right? Rather than going around the longer track, it'll go on the shorter track, all right? The next one, though, this one is intense. So when you start in the level, the train is designed to take the longest path. By default, the train will make it to the station, even if you don't do anything. If you just fly around the map and do nothing, the train will make it all the way to the station on the slowest path. It'll take it like 3.5 minutes. It's a pretty long adventure. But in this one here, this one's kind of cool. It's a little bit of a puzzle. We have to flick the train over onto this shorter inside path, and then we have to go through each of these to spawn the different straight sections. You'll see this one spawns this straight section, this one will spawn that straight section, and this one will spawn that straight section. By default, when we spawn in the levels, these won't exist. But you'll notice this one is kind of a little bit of a tricky situation. You gotta pay attention to the fact that you have to let your train pass this and then get this at the last minute. It's kind of a timing thing because if you have your train going down the shortcut, you know, your train's pretty long, so you have to wait until it's clear of this on the last car, but the front hasn't run off this yet. So you gotta be flying through this at just the right time, and that of course sends the train down this shortcut. And then this part here, this is another cool, tricky part. This is a wicked shortcut setup that I went hard, guys. I'm sorry. I went really, really hard on this track. And there's still some things I'd improve on it, but I went hard. Anyway, this one's a cool shortcut. You have to flick this over first. So the long route obviously is going up over this bridge, looping around here, going through there, and then going through here over this big bridge, blah, blah, all this all the way to the end, right? Super long track. But if we flick this shortcut, we can go on the shorter path. And then there's this one. Now this one kind of tricks people. This one you're supposed to be like, oh, I'm gonna take this shortcut, which is the left way. But in fact, you want to send your train up onto this bridge because there's an AND gate here. And if you send your train up onto this bridge, the train, as it goes through this side of the end gate, if you flick this side of the end gate, that deactivates this platform and this tower, which drops this ball, which triggers this, which then drops this ball, which triggers that, which then triggers this, which drops this ball, which triggers this, which drops this ball, which then triggers another ball in here to drop onto this trigger in here. Yeah, guys, this gets complicated. Which then flicks this switch over. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So if you get the train up here, but you don't trigger this AND gate, then this switch will never trigger, and your train will still end up going down this longer path and around the longer guide. This level is, like, I can't even tell you. I know, we've been droning on, I'm sorry. We're gonna get to the level, I promise. It's really cool. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a puzzle. So all these logic gates, these are the triggers you can fly through. As you fly around the map, you can pick which ones you do. This one's a little bit of a puzzle. That one's a little bit of a puzzle as well. If you do it all correctly, I think you get to the train. The train gets to the station in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And if you do it in the slowest way, I think it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's about a minute difference. So that's how it works. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love this idea. I'm gonna make so many more of these tracks. Like, I really hope you guys enjoy this track, and like, you know, because I really enjoyed making the get the train to the station idea. And with logic, it's so cool. And this is just, it's such a cool, it's like a puzzle track. And you just have to try and, you know, get the train to the station. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Give me other ideas for V16. We have so many parts to play with. It's amazing. I've been loving building tracks again. And we're gonna jump into that public lobby and see what my friends think. All right, so this is called Get the Train to the Station.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's easy. I just go on the train.
You gotta.
No, I'm gonna go in.
You gotta
the train.
switch the train over, right? Like the train. Like
Oh,
there you go. We're switching the train over, boys.
Oh,
Life
I
ain't a
see.
game.
Oh,
YOLO.
Dude, that is epic.
Wait, is photo mode on again? I'm gonna enable it.
This is cool.
It should still be on.
Okay, it's on. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch
Gotta
people.
make sure the train goes where it
Yeah,
needs
so it's
to
a pretty
go.
simple idea. You have to get the train to the station, and then
I have to
cool.
inspect.
you know,
I have
once
to
you get,
inspect
you'll notice the
the path.
finish is inside the station, and there's a checkpoint on the station. So once the train's in the station, you'll be able to fly through that last logic gate and get through the checkpoint and into the finish.
Huh.
This is epic.
And the runway has a booster on it, so if you ever find yourself low on airspeed, you know, just go down to the runway and do a little touch and go, pick up some airspeed, and you're good to go.
Oh, dude, Con, do you want
Nice,
me to
bro.
put this in adventure mode?
Do you like it?
I can put this in adventure mode. This is really cool.
This
I
is so cool.
like this concept a lot. It's just get the train to the track, so yeah. But anyway, I have other ideas for this kind of concept. I think this one's
okay.
cool, but it's sort of you'll probably notice, but the only issue I have with it, which I haven't been able to like really think of, is like obviously you can direct the train onto a faster path, right? I think everyone's sort of figured that out. But the one thing I haven't been able to figure out is how are you able to make the finishes a little more, like I need a longer finish, because right now the only really discrepancy between people's times is going to be like how fast they can fly through the station once the train's there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Gotcha.
So the end times are going to be super close. So I love this concept, which is why I was like, screw it, I don't care if the end times are close. I just want people to enjoy flying around and directing the train, you know? Like,
Yeah, this is wicked.
I don't care what how the track times are. That's not the point. But you know, it was I was trying to figure out like I need to make like once you do get the train there, maybe like, you know, there's a little bit more track you have to do or something to just sort of make it a little. But you'll see there's
this
some
is so
parts
neat.
that are a little different. I'm not going to give anything away. There's some parts there's some little puzzles on how you get the train.
Oh, there are puzzles.
Yeah, how the train
I
gets
just
through.
messed
It's
up
not
the
just
train.
switch everything. That's not how it works.
No. Oh no.
Oh,
the
I just
train
barely
stopped.
rescued the train.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I ran into the train and died.
Yeah, yeah.
is
So don't,
crazy.
you know, make sure you guys watch out for the puzzles. They're all toggle switches,
Man,
so if you
imagine-
fly through it twice, it'll retoggle back like the way
This is
it went,
really good.
right?
Imagine just how switching actually worked. The guy in a paraglider
Yeah,
has to
just
come
flying
and like hook on to the switch,
Yeah.
and then
No,
that'd be wild, dude.
there's some cool puzzles. Yeah, I'm not gonna give away the puzzles, but obviously, if you want to get the train there the fastest, you have to figure out all the puzzles.
Gotta do the puzzles, man.
It will, if you don't touch anything, the train will eventually just get to the station on its own. It takes like 3 minutes and something. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No,
That's
my
fly
train
around.
died.
you can just fly. I literally when I validated it, that's my validation time. I just flew around for like 3-4 minutes, didn't care, and I was like, whatever, let the train.
nice.
Nice.
Uh-oh, there it goes. Perfect. Got that.
What? I killed my train. I killed my train.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you hit the
Here.
switch too. If you don't get the second switch, right, your train
I
just,
know.
it drives
I
off
thought
the
I
track.
hit it and I didn't.
Yeah.
All right, next.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
This is really fun.
So anyway, I've successfully directed my train down the fastest line, and it is about to pull into the station. So I will be putting it out on
what the
time
heck?
here, and then I'm gonna spectate some people.
I'm lost.
Spicy.
All right, come on, train, just go in, please. There we go. Perfect. I'm in the station, and I'm going to put a time down, and there we go.
Nice, dude.
So that's the fastest train line.
227. Wow.
All right, I'm gonna. How do I change who I'm spectating? Unique. How do, I'm spectating Unique.
M.
No.
There we go.
Okay,
Yeah, how
I
close
died.
were you?
Where are you, Unique? Where am I?
Oh, I nicked my.
I just
parachute
spawned
off.
again.
Oh.
My train
at plus-
died.
Oh, did you? It not. It didn't. There we go. I'm flying along with Unique. Okay, perfect. Here we go. The funny thing is, though, I always see the default positions of all the stuff because I can't, you know, I can't tell. Like, I don't see you changing
Yeah.
the tracks.
You can see stuff, yeah.
It's all client side, so I see the train just still taking the super slow route because that's like my train, but that's obviously not your train. You know what I mean? Like, nice barrel roll, Unique, just over the track there.
Bro,
picks
check
up
this out. Check this out. Check.
Oh.
That,
Are you just
I
killing
planned to do
time while
that.
you're waiting for
That
your
was
train?
Intended.
You got it. Nice.
Saved it.
Yeah, so I built
Saved
this. I
it.
built this track, and then I was like, originally,
Oh no, my wing!
oh, you can't. Yeah, you can't. You're done now. You're screwed.
Oh, give me a wing, dude.
But oh yeah, I should have put a paraglider on the runway. True.
Oh.
You could have put an extra paraglider spawner on the runway, or you could just not crash when you do touch and goes.
Oh yeah, or you could just
Oh,
like
just don't suck.
Just
Yeah.
get good.
Someone says the entrance didn't open up, and that's like, I feel like,
lies in the seat.
I don't know. Like, it means your train wasn't there. You know.
Right.
Sounds like a skill issue, dude.
But yeah, this track was fun to make. It was. It's definitely. I love the concept.
Okay, what is this?
One thing I did mention though, which I thought would be interesting, which I don't know if you could do, but the logic gate at the end is an AND gate, right? And that way, the train has to be there, and you have to trigger the entrance to open, right? But I was
Yeah.
wondering if there's a way for me to make the logic only respond to like a train or an object rather than your Zape person.
Yeah, I came across that myself as well. I was like, dude, I kind of gotta add this one thing.
Yeah, because it would be cool if I could be like, this logic only responds to a train, and then that way, you know, it doesn't matter if... Because my original thing was like, I can't just put one logic gate at the station to open up the station, because then a player's just going to fly through it and, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
not
Yeah,
care about the train, right?
I had that one trying to make like a soccer map thingy. I was like, oh, the ball has to go into the goal. Oh wait, the player
can
just
go,
drive
yeah.
into the goal. Yeah.
So it'd be cool if you could have logic gates only trigger with an object rather than... I don't know how
Yeah,
easy that would be to change, or if you could.
I'm gonna add one of those.
Oh, come
an op-
on.
Like that. Should be pretty easy. Like
Yeah.
the boosters already have that.
Right, yeah, exactly. I noticed that too. In your booster settings, you've got it, so it's like...
Dude, I'm doing the sickest tricks.
I think I figured out some good stuff here. I'm just, you know, I crashed right at the finish. I had like a 2:35 time and I crashed.
So, Okay, I think I know.
Someone's like trying to say like the train won't open the entrance. It's like, yeah, you have to also trigger like the logic gate right before the checkpoint. I kind of figured that would be obvious. But there's a 357. Let's go. Someone did it.
Wow.
Someone got a 357. They waited. They let the train go. I mean, you could just fly around for 5 minutes if you wanted to, right? Like, how are you guys doing? How far have you guys managed to get the train? Have you managed?
I split
All the
my train
way.
in
I just
two.
died at 2:35.
Oh, you died like trying to fly.
I
into
died like flying into it at 2:35. Yeah.
I split my train in two as well. If you do it on the one part where the track spawns, you can kind of break your train up if you want to.
Yeah, and like the carriages tend to be quicker than the locomotive.
Yeah, if you could try and get a carriage broken off and not, I don't know how you'd break only the locomotive off the track, but sure, you could technically do that, I guess.
I did it, I guess.
Really?
You want to see it? I'll take a screenshot.
You have only a carriage driving the track now?
Yeah, I have like 5 carriages.
Oh, that's amazing. That would technically be faster. Oh my god, I'm stalling. Oh my god, I stalled my plane. I can't. I stalled. I hit a rail and stalled. I ran out of airspeed.
Wow.
Everyone's
the
mad
flying
because
is
we did too much
completely
gliders. I
physics-based.
guess in the first couple tracks, we did too many gliders.
People just gotta get good.
You know what? Yeah, like they'll be.
I like.
they'll
Don't
be
get me wrong. I
fine.
like the
They'll be
racing
okay.
too, but this concept, I was like, I want to make a track where you have to guide a train by switching the things, and I was like, there's no way you could do this with like driving. It has to be a glider.
It's an AND gate, so you have to time your arrival with the train.
No, if the train is fully parked in the station, it'll be constantly triggering its side.
Oh, which doesn't work if your train is in half.
Yes, you need. That's why the
I
train
see.
is as long as it is. Yeah,
I see now.
yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. You probably broke the system. So you could have done it, but you'd
Yes.
have to time it. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought everyone's saying the theme is pain. Everyone, you know what? People just need help. Oh, Dapper finished. Nice. Did you get all the shortcuts, Dapper, with the trains?
I
or
got 2 of the shortcuts.
Did you
and I
get the
let it
one
go.
where you have to time it with the train and the AND gate? That sneaky one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got that one. Which one did you miss then?
No, I got the first and the second one,
Oh, okay.
and that was it.
Then you didn't get the other
Oh
ones.
no, the train is gonna derail, isn't it? No!
Worst feeling. Do all that work.
I wasn't quick enough.
I'm trying to. Oh,
Oh,
I
it's
gotta,
still go. No, it's not going.
You
It's
gotta
like
time this one.
completely ruined.
Okay, that one should be okay. Perfect. I really enjoyed this track. You know what the worst part was? As I was building this track, I laid down like one switch and then the next and then the next and then the next, and before I knew it, I had like a 3-minute long track, and I was like, but it's so
Yes.
fun. It's like I just want to keep flying my plane around, you know, like, and watch my train
Flying
go
my
places.
plane, checking out my train. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Coming in for a landing. Maybe I'll go a little quicker this time. Not gonna. Oh, 1.7 seconds faster. Let's go.
Nice.
I timed it where like the engine just hit its side of the AND gate when I was just going through my side. You know.
Yep.
You speedy
Skills.
boy.
All right, now I'm just gonna let my train go and fly around for the last little bit.
I really hope I make it this one. I think this might be my last attempt. Realistically,
Well, you could do it in
Speaking-
2:30. There's still 3 minutes on the clock, so you still could.
Yeah, just don't do it faster than 326. You know, just
I'm surprised Unique hasn't done it yet. Like, what's going on, Unique? What's
Yeah,
the deal?
I'm confused by the routes the trains can take. Oh, because there's like this one bit where you can go take a shortcut by
Yeah.
going like over a bridge.
Yeah.
But then when you come down from the bridge, there's no switch to get the train on the track. So
Onto
the
the
train
left. Well,
always
that's true.
derails.
Maybe you should look at the fact that there's a tower and another tower that look the same. Maybe I would have put something in the tower that could trigger the other tower to respond.
How do you? What?
You can go in photo mode. If you go in photo mode and look below the map, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I think I get it, but
There's
how do you
balls.
get
There's
it?
balls triggering logic gates below the map. That's how you do that. So you
But how
can
do you
transmit.
trigger the ball in the first tower?
Well, there's two. See how there's two logic gates there? Your train has to pass the logic gate at the same time. It's another AND gate situation.
That's genius.
You gotta time it with the train, or else
That
you
is
get the second. So you get it's a
really good.
2-tier shortcut. You can get the first shortcut, and then it still goes the long route, or you can 2-tier it if you time it with the train. Everyone's complaining my tracks are
2-tiered
pain,
once.
but I think this is
This
a
is
wicked
so-
track.
Oh, what
This is some
happened? I got
Lara
kicked
Croft
off.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like genuine.
You can look below the map. I left photo mode on. You can see how it all works. It's really easy. It's just balls dropping through different gates, right? And because you give us that offset distance, I offset it like, you know, just rotate it 90 degrees and offset it a million miles, right?
Okay, the train is now entering the station.
Oh, my train is just dead somehow. I'm doing all this work, setting it
Your
up.
train's
Back.
dead.
My train is just like all apart on its side.
What'd you get? Where's your time? You need 255. Nice.
Nice.
Game 5th.
This is cool.
I don't think anyone got the teleporting, the AND gate trigger with the train. I think that's where I saved all my time, is that last little shortcut.
Dude, this looks so cool under the map. There's just like 3 balls.
Yeah, they just drop through the squares,
That's
right?
Genius.
Yeah. I love the logic, dude. You added logic to this game, and I have a million ideas with logic. You have no idea. Like,
It's so good and so
If
simple.
you have
as
a
well.
million ideas and he has none, that's what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm super happy that he added the logic. Like, there's so much stuff I can do now. I love this track. As soon as you added the logic in trains, this was the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh look, he made it so I can add switches, you know, make train switches. And I was like, well, now that's what you have to do. You have to make a train switch.
Gotta make a train switch track.
Yeah.
This is so good. Yeah, I have so many like ideas for logic upgrades, like new blocks, new functionality.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is
wanted,
just give us a filter box so we can make each of the logic gates trigger by objects or non-objects, right?
Yeah.
Because that's...
timer blocks, people wanted them as well.
Yeah, timer blocks would be good too. Although you can do it by dropping a ball a certain distance, and that kind of acts as a timer.
You can do.
But GG's, I finally won a track. I was the only one to do all the switches. So, oh my god, everyone's just spamming horns.
Genuine win.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for playing the track. If you like the train track, the get the train to the station, I'll gladly make more of them. You can just make other routes. It'd be super cool. But yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll put links to the other guys' tracks in the description. And like, subscribe. We'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.